everybody, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about written RPG. This is like take 305,000. Actually it's only like take 3, but I hyperbolize a lot. So I'm going to try not to say as much, and I might post like a oh man, I said I might post a bloopers, because the last video, I mean, it was good and I liked it, most of it, but a lot of it was me going like every 5 seconds, just a habit. I'm sorry. So anyways, I'm going to be talking about written RPG. RPG stands for role-playing game, and a lot of people probably already know that, but when a lot of people think about RPG, they think about games like World of Warcraft and tabletop games like like Dungeons and Dragons and Savage Worlds and all that good stuff. Well, written RPG is essentially the same thing. It's a role-playing game, and it has a lot of the same basic as other role-playing games, except this is just writing back. The interaction is written, so it's written back and forth between people online on sites. So you decided that you're interested in written RPG. Well, first of all, you gotta decide what you like. Do you like Harry Potter? Do you like Game of Thrones? Do you like Star Trek? Do you like Teen Wolf? Do you like Star Wars? I mean, there's just like there's something for everybody. And you can go to resource sites. There's a site called Caution. There's also a site called Shine, and I will link down below. They are resource sites for our peers. So basically they'll have workshops, they'll have people who make graphics, they'll have people who do coding, they'll have people who make skins for websites, they'll have advertisements where you can just thumb through categories of places you think you might want to role play. And they will have sites where you can go to and check out those places. So basically what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go through a list of things that I think make a good RPer, and then you can decide if RP is for you and if you think you can be a better RPer than me. So, alright. So the first, I made a list because I'm a nerd. So the very first rule I have is don't be a nub or noob or just like a loser. So when a person comes on a site and they're acting a fool and they're just like blowing up the C-box just unnecessarily and being rude and stuff, or people who don't know what they're doing pretty much, are called noobs. And if you have any question about what a noob is, you can just Google it, but probably Urban Dictionary would give you a funny definition. And I might post something in the description about what a noob is. I call them nubs because I think it looks funny when you type nub. But anyways, that's just me being a dork again. So don't be a noob. If you're new to RP, go to one of those resource sites and it will tell you pretty much everything you need to know. And I've been role-playing for about 12 years now, so a lot of what I've learned is through experience. So it might take you a couple of years to learn what you need to learn to be an advanced role player, and that's okay. I mean, not all of us can be perfect, like me. Anyways, decide what you like. Like I said, you can do Harry Potter, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm on a supernatural werewolf, Teen Wolf inspired site, so that's what I'm doing right now. But in the past, I've done Hunger Games, Marauders, Harry Potter, all that good stuff. I mean, I've just pretty much done everything under the sun. When you go to a site, go to the general rules, and please do yourself a favor, do yourself and everyone else a favor. Please read the rules. If you're an advanced player like me, pretty much all the rules on all the sites say pretty much the same exact thing. They're written a little differently, but I personally still go to the rules page just to see if there's anything that I'm missing. So I think that's a good idea. So go to the rules, go to the plot. I mean, that's always a good idea. You want to know what's going on the site. You want to know if there's going to be any events happening, what's going on. You need to know how your character is going to react. So reading the plot's good generally. Rules, plot, you need to look at the claims. People use faces, celebrity faces, models, and actors to portray their characters, and they claim them in a list. And if you say you want to use Jason Momoa because he's like the love of my life, so I like to use him as an example. But you want to use Jason Momoa for a character, we go to the claims and someone's already using him, so you can't use him. That's a bummer. Well, then you either ask someone to help you, or you go on some other resource sites I was talking about, and you ask them to help you do that. So there's that. I thought for a second I wasn't recording, and I was like, oh. Okay, so rule number 4, which Hell on the site that I am role-playing on right now, Linger, she gave me this suggestion: be social but not cliquey. So this is not high school. And I know some RPers that are on the sites that I'm on are still in high school. It's not that, okay? So this is a place to socialize with other people. Like, I have a lot of friends through the RP world that I've never met in person, but there's some of the best friends that I have. And that sounds sad to some people. I mean, I have friends in real life, don't get me wrong, but I do, like, one of my best friends lives in Texas, and I never met her before in my life. We've Skyped, we've done all that, but we just only RP, and that's how we met. So I have a lot of friends on the site I am now, but at the same time, you don't want to be cliquey, so you don't want to just latch on one person and only RP with them and refuse to roleplay with somebody else. So that's a good way to get yourself ostracized from the site. Just believe me, I've seen it happen before. And the last thing I can think of would be to just write all the time. Like, if you're sitting at home and you're watching TV, get on the computer, start writing. Even if you're not on a site, open up a Word document, start writing. And also, speaking of Word document, when I role play, I type up my post in a Word document just to do as much I need as much help as I can with spell check. So spell check is important because you want people to be able to read your posts. And a lot of times, I'll admit, I don't read over my posts before I post them on the site, but it's important. So if you're wanting to be better, or you're just starting off, using a Word document to write up your posts is essential. That's also an easy way to get word count as well. Let's see, I use music a lot when I'm writing to give me muse. I have a lot of soundtracks from movies and plays and musicals that inspire me to write and just like instill all the muse in me. So I use music a lot, so I recommend that. And let's see, I'm trying to think of things not to do. Don't ever, ever, ever pester someone for a reply. That is like the most horrible thing that a person can do in the RP world. Because someone starts pestering, I mean, it's over. Game over. You're done. Do not, also on that same note, do not steal someone else's intellectual property. Now, that would be graphics, character, anything. If that, I mean, it's plagiarism, and it's very, very frowned upon in the RP world. And while you think it might be hard to catch someone, it's really not, because the RP world is a small world. It's one of the internet's best kept secrets. So while you think that you might be hiding away on your site with your stolen character, somebody's gonna find you. So just don't do it, okay? And if you have problems, oh my God, kitty. If you have, I'm sorry. If you have problems coming up with a character or writing, just please go to those resource sites and ask for people for help. There's always someone who's willing to help you. I will help you. Also, when you're first starting off, you should come up with an alias. My alias on RP sites is Faith. Your alias, and that, like I said, my name is, like from the first video, my name is Grace. So that has nothing to do with my alias, but your alias can be your name, a nickname, a name you've always wanted to be called, or just some random. Faith at the time when I was 14 was something that I wanted to be named, so I was like, I'm gonna go by Faith. So and I just never changed it. So that's how people know me. And if you go on a site and you're going to the who's who, seeing which players are on the site, which characters they have, always look for Faith. That's me. And I will point you in the right direction, and I will be your friend and all that good stuff. So if this has interested you, Please hit like, subscribe. I will be putting a bunch of links down in the description bar, so please check that out. Also, please check out my Facebook page, facebook.com/icallfrancis. I will be making a Tumblr page and a Twitter, so be on the lookout for that. And I'll obviously plug links. I won't just like make you all try and find it. Also, I'm saying again, and I'm real sorry. Please, in the comments below, if you have any suggestions about what you might want to see next from me, I'll be trying to talk about some other types of gaming that I like. Now, at first I talked about RP, now maybe next I'm going to talk about my experience with tabletop. I'm going to do that. I think that's it. That's pretty much all I had to talk about. Check out my shirt before I leave. If Daryl dies, we riot, got into con. I'm going to make an effort for every video I make to wear one of my new shirts, and if I run out, I'll have to just get more. So, it was awesome seeing you all. Thank you for watching and wasting 11 minutes of your life watching me. So, I will talk to you later. Bye!